What is going on, everybody? Billy back here to talk to you about WWE Supershow Down. Takes place in Melbourne, Australia, and will be streaming live on the WWE Network. 4 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Central. Now, why so early? It's in Australia, so there's quite a time difference. So if you are like me and live in the Central Time Zone, you will be watching the WWE Super Showdown if you want to watch it live at 3 a.m. I'm going to go over the predictions for all 10 matches on the card. Now, this arena in Melbourne, Australia, they're saying can hold possibly up to 100,000 members of the WWE Universe, which is quite a large audience. It's going to be an awesome show. It's like their version of WrestleMania is how I look at it. Here's what we got going on. Becky Lynch defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. This is one of the best rivals in WWE right now. Also very heated. Two former friends, now turned bitter enemies. Becky Lynch had just won the championship at Hell in a Cell in a good match. I think Becky Lynch will retain and defeat Charlotte Flair and move on to the next rival. Next up, Asuka and Naomi, a fun pairing, taking on Australia's own Iconics. I think Iconics will have a few tricks up their sleeves, and I think the hometown fans go home happy with the Iconics winning. Next, we have the New Day defending the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Sheamus and Cesaro the Bar. Now, I think this will be a very physical match, one of the more physical matches on the card. These two teams have very good in-ring chemistry together, and I see the New Day retaining those tag team championships. Next up, Cedric Alexander defends the Cruiserweight Championship against Australia's own Buddy Murphy. I think this will be a hell of a match. Both of these men are athletic, they can do a lot of wicked things in the ring, they put on good matches, and I do not think this will disappoint. However, I do see Cedric Alexander retaining. Next up, AJ Styles defends the WWE Championship against Samoa Joe in what has been a very personal rivalry. They've gone as far as Samoa Joe showing up at AJ Styles' house. I think this will be a back-and-forth matchup. AJ's been champion for a long time now. I actually predict Samoa Joe goes over here and wins the champion. Next, the Bella Twins team up with Rowdy Ronda Rousey, who is the current Raw Women's Champion, to take on the Riot Squad. Now, I have heard some rumors that Nikki Bella will be feuding with Ronda Rousey after this is over, so she may turn on her. However, no matter what happens there, I do see the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey pulling out the victory against the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad are talented, but Bella Twins with more experience, Ronda Rousey with the star power. I think this could either be a squash match to make them look good, or they could actually let Ruby and company show what they're capable of, as Ruby Riott continues to prove to be one of the best women in WWE. The Shield, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins take on Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. They have teased a Dean heel turn. However, I think this will be a good match, back and forth. I do see the Shield coming out with the victory, and I think that's going to be a good match. Next up, we have a number one contenders matchup where the winner will meet the WWE Champion, whoever that may be at a later date. Daniel Bryan. WrestleMania 31 won the Intercontinental title. Got injured. Again, had to retire. That was it, right? End of story. That's it. Nope. WrestleMania 34. 3 years after Daniel Bryan had to retire, Daniel Bryan returned to the ring, proving if you got the heart and you got the will, you can overcome. Anyways, I'm not biased. Daniel Bryan is my favorite wrestler in WWE. I think Daniel Bryan and The Miz are going to tear the house down. However, I see a cheap win happening for The Miz. I think he cheats again. I think Miz wins the World Contender matchup and becomes WWE Champion, with Daniel Bryan facing him at WrestleMania 35. We'll see what happens for the S Movement. Next up, Bobby Lashley teams with a man we have not seen for a while, but is in ridiculous shape, John Cena. He has been working hard to get in shape, and this could be it. Honestly, it won't be his last match, I don't think, but he is teasing retiring. I think Cena, being the top guy for so long, his body's had a lot of wear and tear on it. I think he will be retiring soon. This, once again, could be used as a squash match, or can make their opponents, Elias and Kevin Owens, show what they can really do. Both men are really talented. They can get the crowd against them, like they did in Seattle. Bobby Lashley and John Cena are amazing as a team. Bobby Lashley just needs more character, in my opinion. He's a good wrestler. He just doesn't have any character. Drop my pen here. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Please hold. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. So, Bobby Lashley and John Cena taking on Elias and Kevin Owens. I think it'll be a good match, but I think Cena and Lashley easily win this match, even if they're trying to make the other two look good. Next up, the main event. I never thought we were going to see this. Triple H versus The Undertaker. One final time. Triple H will be bringing Shawn Michaels in his corner. Undertaker will bring Kane. I can go on and on for hours about these guys. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to save that. Triple H, one of the all-time greats. I can go over his resume. DX, multiple world champions, 13, I believe. One hell of a competitor. One of the best. Shawn Michaels will be in his corner. So I have a feeling we're going to see a screwy finish here. Taking on Undertaker with Kane in his corner. Now, Undertaker is my favorite wrestler of all time. Daniel Bryan is one of my current favorites, but I would say Undertaker is my favorite of all time. The character. Everything about him is awesome. When Taker lost to WrestleMania 33, I thought that was it for him. He came back last year and defeated John Cena. He competed in a casket match, Greatest Royal Rumble. I love The Undertaker to death. Love him. But the question is, how much is left? I will watch him as long as he goes out there, as long as he thinks he can physically do it, which I think he can. But one thing you hate is watching your hero go out on their back. I think that's what's going to happen with him. I think he's going to go until he can't anymore. And I think he's just going to keep pushing himself, which I don't like that idea. But here's the thing. It's The Undertaker. The guy is in tremendous shape. He has the best character in wrestling history. He will be able to put on a good match. What do I think is going to happen here? Two legends, all-time greats, face to face, one final time. Now that's something I want to see. I do think we'll see a tag match between Triple H, Shawn Michaels against Taker and Kane. But if this is it for both of them, I think Triple H wins with the help of Shawn Michaels. But I don't think this is the last match we'll see. I think we are going to see a few more. So as of right now, I'm putting Triple H as winning, although Undertaker is my favorite. Well, tune in, WWE Network, 3 a.m. Central Standard Time, and check out WWE Supershow Down. Thanks for tuning in. That's all I got for today.